Welcome to Schedule Builder, a simple tool to help you optimize your schedule. Once logged in your Student Center, you'll be able to search, sort, and select your schedule all from the same screen. Before we begin, please note that this tool is for schedule planning purposes only. You need to know which courses you would like to take before using the tool. You can visit the First Year Degree Guide website to find out what courses are suggested for your specific program. We also strongly recommend meeting with your faculty advisor to ensure that you pick the right courses and you're on track with your degree. In this video, we'll do some introductions about the Schedule Builder by showing how to select your courses. We'll start by choosing a term, and we'll do this by clicking Continue over here. In this case, it'll be Summer 2023 for the term. Now, under Campuses, click on Select to choose your campus. You can see two options over here, Off-Campus and University of Calgary. By default, all campuses are selected in the Schedule Builder. Click Select None to clear it and then filter it by selecting the campus that you were currently enrolled in, which is in this case, University of Calgary. If you are considering enrolling in a course offered in an online modality, make sure to select the Off-Campus option. You can do this for all locations, modes of instruction, and sessions. In searching up your courses, you can either search by course number, title, or instructor. However, you need to already know which courses you need to take. If you're unsure of your courses, make an appointment with your faculty advisor or review the online academic calendar. For example, I know that I need economics and I know my course numbers, so I typed Econ 203. So you can see how it automatically pulls up options over here when you type it in the search bar. The course will automatically pop up below, and we can click it by either clicking it or hitting enter on the keyboard. Another example would be that I also know that I need Math 267, so I'm going to type it in the search bar again. Math 267, and select the course that matches this. As I add these courses, you can see that they appear automatically on the right-hand side of the screen. Both the list of the courses and the scheduled time grid will also appear once all my courses were added. I'll be able to see and sort all of my options from here. I can also modify my courses according to my preferences in the search area located at the left side of the screen, which is just right here. For instance, I know I need Poly, but I can't remember my course number. In this case, we'll just search up this course ID, which is Poly. We'll type Poly, and then automatically on the drop-down menu, we can see the results of the various courses that Poly offers. Once I find the right course, I will click on it, or you can also hit enter on your keyboard, which is in this case, it's Poly 283. Once we click on it, it will automatically pop up on the list of courses. Another example would be, I know that one of my courses is religion, but I don't remember the course number. In this case, we'll do what we did with Poly 283, which is type in the course ID. Course ID of religion is RELS, which is RELS. Like what happened to Poly, the results will be putting up on the drop-down menu over here, and then you can see various courses that religion offers. In this case, our right course is Religion 201. We'll click on it, or you can hit enter on the keyboard. And like what happened to Poly 283, it will pop up automatically on the list of courses below. It will also pop up automatically on the list of courses on the right side of the screen. You can also search for courses based on specific filters by using the Advanced Search option. To do so, you can click on the Advanced Search next to Select Course box, and then it will appear like a pop-up menu over here. If you want to further narrow down your search, you can enter a subject, title, or instructor at the keyword search bar over here. For example, if I want to search for undergraduate programs under the Faculty of Science that are held during a non-standard session, I will select these options from under Academic Career, which is in here, Academic Group, and Period. So we'll choose the Academic Career first, which is undergraduate programs. We'll choose the Academic Group, which is Faculty of Science, and the Period, which is non-standard session. After doing so, you can click search, and this will display the courses that satisfy these filters, and I can add the courses that I want by clicking on the corresponding checkboxes and clicking select courses. So we can do that. For example, I needed geology 337, I needed a math, I needed a CPSC, which is a computer science, and I also needed a field techniques in hydrogeology, which is geology 141. So you can add these courses by selecting the add for selected courses over here. And then after that, it will be adding on your schedule builder and you can click close. Viewing courses with no prerequisites can be also done by the advanced search option. To do that, we'll just clear it out. We'll just uncheck this marks and we'll click the blank space over here. We'll click this blank space for the academic group and the period as well. So we can do this by clicking once again the advanced search box again. We can go ahead and proceed to do that from the top, advanced search option. And then from there, we can choose an undergraduate program. We can choose an academic group. And for instance, we're going to choose Faculty of Science again. And we'll be choosing a non-standard session for the period. But in this time, we'll be adding a course attribute. For the course attribute, we want to see the courses that has no prerequisite. So we'll just click no prerequisite option and we click search. In this case, we can't see options for that one. That means that for all the courses that are under Faculty of Science, you always need a prerequisite to enter a course. Now, what are we going to do if I decided that I don't want one of these courses or I don't want any of the courses that I enrolled or checked earlier? So we can click close, and we can simply doing that by clicking the trash icon over here. You can see a little text there saying remove this course from the search. So we can click that and we can remove the course Econ 203 from the list. Now what will happen if there's a time conflict with your courses? In your schedule builder, you will not be able to view your schedule if there's a time conflict with your courses. For instance, I want to add Math 265 as my additional course. We can search it on a select search box saying Math 265. You can click enter. And as you can see, when I add Math 265, it shows that there are no schedule results available on the right side of the schedule builder. To review why, you can click the drop-down icon on the left to open the details of each course you've added and review the catalog description including prerequisites, interrequisites, and co-requisites. We can do that on the newly added course, which is the Math 265. We'll click the drop-down icon over here, and then you can see the descriptions, the prerequisites, the anti-requisites, the requirements, the campuses, the classes, course attributes, and the hours earned. So you can see there's a warning sign saying here, all classes of this course conflict with all classes of the Poly 2A3. And that's the reason why we couldn't have a schedule result of that. So other than that, you can also view the section details for the courses you have selected, including section restrictions, course codes, titles, seats available, waitlist seats, available professor, mode of classroom instruction, and campus and classroom locations. Start and end dates are also located below the grid so you can see what your term looks like. If you have block week courses, you will need to scroll to the time in the term where the block week occurs at any time. In your scheduling process, you can scroll through the 5 quick tips by clicking the tips over here. And then you can just click next. And then you can see every tip that is valuable in your schedule building process. Now let's talk about filtering and sorting preferences. So filtering and sorting preferences will help you prioritize the schedules and find the courses that meet your needs. You can do this by unchecking the courses to remove full courses from your schedule, or in general, you'll want to only look for courses that are available for your registration. So we can click close. And now if you want to see the courses that might be full but are available for a waitlist, you will need to mark it as a check on your schedule builder as the courses updated its availability information every 30 seconds. So as you can see, there's a time conflict, so we erase that course. So I don't want that course anymore because it conflicts with my Poly 283, but I do want to add Econ 203 back again. So we'll be adding Econ 203. For instance, I can sort out my preference. If I don't like Math 267, I don't want to take it for the summer, I can just uncheck it. And then it adjusted the schedule over here at the right side of the schedule builder. You can see that your new schedule doesn't include the Math 267 again. For instance, I want Math 267, I changed my mind, I just want to delete, or I just don't want to include Religion 201, what will happen to my schedule? So your potential schedule will be popping up on the right side of the schedule builder again, and you can see what options you have for that kind of schedule if you don't have the Religion 201. Now, in sorting your courses according to your preferences, you will need to click Sort Preference at the top, Sort By over here, and then you have options most days off, mornings, midday classes, evenings, time off campus, most on campus. You will need to click which options best suits your schedule. If you click morning classes or mornings, the system reorders your schedule combinations offering as many of the classes as possible. However, since we only have limited lectures for courses over here during summer semesters, because summer semesters only run for a month, we don't have that many options in terms of choosing your own schedule. What if you have some specific time constraints such as work, volleyball practice, or other commitments? What you can do is block the time you have other commitments in the schedule builder. So for instance, you can simply click and drag to block out the times, such as like this. You can click and drag it. And from there, you can block those times that are not available or you have other commitments with. It's important to note that blocking the time wouldn't remove any schedule. It just reorders this result so the ones that work best with your personal time constraints are at the top of the list. This will really help you see all your options and make an informed decision on what works best for you. So we can erase this by just clicking it again and dragging it. There you go. And we'll give you an example. For instance, I work every Tuesday from 1 to 4, so I will block the Tuesdays by dragging the blocks on Tuesday from 1 to 4 p.m. So we can do that from 1 to 4. So as you can see, the Econ 203 tutorial moved to the one at 7 p.m. since I do have other commitment from 1 to 4. For instance, I have another workload at 1 to 4 for every Wednesday. So we'll block the 1 to 4 on the Wednesday. And then you can see there's an error over here saying, unfortunately, all of the schedule results overlap the personal time when you do not want to have courses or classes. But the first results have the least amount of overlap. You can see from here that the system warns me here below the schedule that I've chosen courses that overlap the time I blocked out. This means that it is impossible for me to take these courses and have the Wednesday off. So as I said earlier, you can remove the time block by clicking it again and dragging it from 1 to 4 like what we did. And it'll go back to whatever schedule you have originally. If I'm required to take 2 courses that conflict, I must visit my faculty advisor to receive permission. There are instances that the lecture requires you to be enrolled in a specific tutorial or a lab, so Schedule Builder makes finding these lectures easy by only showing you real combination of link sections. When you find a particular section that you really want to keep, you just click pin it down. And then as you can see, we pinned Econ 203 down. You can just click it and the list will eliminate any schedule options that don't include to the pinned course. You can click to pin on the time grid or in the list of classes. When you sort through, the system will hold the class constant and sort other confirmations against it. If you want to unpin it, you could just click it again before the registration begins. Now, it's a good idea to build several schedules you're considering when registrations open. You won't have to start from scratch into building a schedule by simply saving it as your favorite. To save a schedule as your favorite, you can go to the bottom right section of your schedule builder and click Save as Favorite. As you can see, by clicking Save as Favorite on the bottom right of the results screen, you can save the schedule that you prefer on which semester you wanted to enroll. By using the Favorites section, I can come back later and easily find the schedule. You can also check the availability of the courses by using your Favorites section. You can pull up your favorites that's located on the right side section, as you can see at the screen. And then you can compare them to other options as you scroll down through to make sure you've really found the best schedule you meet your needs. Now, if you're already enrolled in your courses, your current schedules will be preloaded in the schedule builder. We will also see when you logged in and if you've already registered in your courses or if you need to edit or swap your courses. However, you should make those changes directly in your student center. The instructions can be found online on our registration website. If you are looking to simply add or drop courses, you can easily modify your existing schedule using Schedule Builder if you haven't done already so. One more thing you need to do as a student is to ensure that you have completed your registration initialization in your student center. You should also check that you do not have any holds on your account and verify your enrollment start time. Once you completed those, you may return to Schedule Builder to complete your scheduling and course registration. Now that I've selected the course in the schedule, I'd like to register in for the upcoming courses. How you can do that? So you can go at the bottom of the screen and you can get this schedule. Once you click that Get This Schedule, you can go to the left side of the corner and you can see that when you scroll down or when you hit the drop-down menu, you can see which courses have been already enrolled. If you're eligible to enroll in the course, you will see the option to enroll. However, if you're not eligible, you will only see the option to add to the shopping cart. Error messages will be appearing on the right side for the courses if you're not eligible for. For examples, if you do not meet the prerequisites or if you have anti-requisites, there's going to be some restrictions on your courses. Another thing is, if the course is full or there are other conditions, you may go back by clicking Return. From there, you can select courses to amend your course selections or choose your second choice to schedule to register in. If you wish to add another course, you may continue to use the Schedule Builder by adding new courses to the schedule and selecting the Get the Schedule button again at the bottom of the screen. So what about dropping a course? So dropping a course from your schedule would be selecting the trash icon at the top right corner of the course. If you wish to swap or edit your courses, you will need to go back to Course Search at your student center, as the Schedule Builder does not allow you to edit or swap courses in the same way that the student center does. So if you wish to enroll in a different course and it directly conflicts with something you're already enrolled in, you need to go back to your student center and use the swap function there. It is strongly recommended that you use the swap functionality in your student center if you wish to waitlist on another course that conflicts with something you are already in or wish to waitlist on another section of a course you are already registered in. Otherwise, you will never get into the course that you are waitlisted for. One tip is you also may want to keep an electronic version of the schedule that you had created. In case your advisor may want to see your work, you can click on the share link at the right bottom of the screen. And then you can copy this and email it to whoever you wanted to share your schedule with. You can also print your schedule by choosing the print option here, so you can have the copy of the schedule that you had created once registration is available. It is also recommended that you enroll as soon as you can after choosing your timetable, because it is possible that a course was not full when you were creating your timetable and Schedule Builder might be fully enrolled by the time you register. Also, an important note that Schedule Builder does not check your eligibility for enrollment prior to registration, such as whether you have a holder in your account or whether you meet the prerequisites or restrictions. In this case, it is important to be sure and read the course details by clicking the drop-down menu as we did here at Math 267. It is also important that you check your eligibility before enrolling, because it might be that you always need to fix your documents, or you might need to have some prerequisites taken before you take the course. You need to always have a second schedule also prepared for registration, just in case your first choice is unavailable. If you choose not to enroll immediately, like for example, your enrollment start time um, has not arrived yet, you need to remember that you can add courses to your shopping cart. Use that share link or save schedules in your favorites to view it again later. And that concludes this video on how to use Schedule Builder. Keep in mind that there are resources on campus that can help you understand the enrollment process if you're having any problems. If you're an incoming first-year student, you can go to New Student Registration Assistance at Student Center at TFDL 3rd floor. Advisors at Enrolment Services can also help you troubleshoot if you have issues registering in your courses. Faculty Advisor can also help you select the most appropriate courses for your program. Now you're all set to start enrolling in your classes. Have fun, and we'll see you in fall!